We are down to 13 days now. In the 2 weeks, President Trump is giving himself to decide whether to attack Iran. He is allowing the Iranians time to go the diplomatic route.
But Iran's foreign minister says no negotiations with the United States while the war with Israel goes on. That war is now in its second week. Iran did participate in talks today, however, with European diplomats. Here's Margaret Brennan.
In Tehran today, protesters chanted, "No surrender, no compromise, fight with America." A contrast to Iran's top diplomat, Sayed Abbas Araghchi, who met with European diplomats in Geneva. They're trying a last shot at convincing Iran to limit its nuclear program.
Iran is ready to consider diplomacy once again.
It is not yet clear if that means embracing President Trump's offer for direct talks. Iran called those off after U.S. ally Israel started bombing.
I'm giving them a period of time, and I would say 2 weeks would be the maximum.
Any deal could only be signed off on by Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. Last seen on TV Wednesday, diplomatic sources tell CBS News that he's in hiding, dodging Israeli assassination threats, which makes it hard for his own government officials to get in touch. Kareem Sajapour is an Iran expert at the Carnegie Endowment. Who would succeed Khamenei if he is gone?
I think the next very powerful leader of Iran is very unlikely to be wearing a turban, much more likely to be someone who's wearing military garb or someone who has a background in either the intelligence or security forces.
In other words, what comes next could be an even harder line leader.
It's possible that you could have a regime which is ruled by military men who may actually decide to take an even more aggressive approach in trying to acquire nuclear weapons.
Why would the supreme leader turn down the chance of a lifeline that Donald Trump offered in the form of a diplomatic deal?
For most dictators, when you're given a choice between unconditional surrender, which is what President Trump demanded of Iran's supreme leader, or continued defiance, they usually choose option 2.
Margaret, in these negotiations, these diplomatic negotiations, what might the biggest challenge be?
There are many, John. We know that Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, has been calling the Iranian foreign minister over and over. He's just trying to reopen talks. So he has to get someone at the other end of the line. Iran is arguing if the U.S. is serious, it'll make Israel stop, which today President Trump said is hard for him to do. We also know Iran's supreme leader is caught. He has sunk billions of dollars into this nuclear program, and he may fear giving it all up at gunpoint may cause problems with the Revolutionary Guard that enforce his control and threaten survival. As Kareem put it to us, the regime may be homicidal, but they are not suicidal. And John, diplomacy is tough. It took 2 years to get the last American deal with Iran. Trump wants it in 2 weeks.
Can't speed it up. Margaret Brennan, Face the Nation moderator. Thanks a lot, Margaret.
A lot of moving parts there. And Margaret's guests this Sunday on Face the Nation include Israel's ambassador to the United States.